So Israel, like halfway through this camp, there news came out Brad might be injured or something like that, and there's discussion about potential replacement. Obviously, right now we're on track to have him fight, but what was going through your mind while all that was going on?
You never know. They're still young, shit can happen. But when I heard, I saw it on TMZ, got sent to me the link, and I was like, okay, went to the gym, that was it. Didn't really skip a heartbeat, didn't bat an eyelid. I just kept doing what I was gonna do anyway.
Yeah, and it seems like they had Thiago Santos, I think he's even here now, in case something happens. So when you think, maybe this guy's in, maybe he's out, maybe there's another guy, like, are you preparing for the potential of two opponents?
No, it never bothered me and never fazed me at all because I always expect this to happen maybe. So, and the opponent is just another guy. And they have similar styles. They like to stand up and strike. One has good jiu-jitsu, I guess, or wrestling. But yeah, like I said, never fazed me, never bothered me. I just, kept that same energy and kept training.
How much does your opponent's style go into your training program, or is it you someone who just focuses on your own skills?
For me, as Israel, I just focus on my own skills. But then my staff, my coach, the coaching staff we have, they look at the opponent extensively. So when that whole thing happened with the injury, my coach would have probably looked at Thiago and just seen, okay, what's happening here? But he got word from McMaynard like instantly saying, don't worry about it. So we just kept the same energy. We kept on going.
And do you think he's the sort of opponent, assuming that he makes it to fight night and you get Brad, do you think he's the sort of opponent that will allow you to really show the best of your skills in the octagon?
100%, yeah. Like I said, I've seen his style many times. Let me just for the record, I keep seeing it in so many articles. My kickboxing record is 75-4 with 29 knockouts. No draws, because I see like so many different variables and people are like, oh, that's his pro record, that's this. No, my pro record is 75-4 with 29 knockouts. That's my official kickboxing record. That's a lot of fights, and that's not including the amateur ones I had and my boxing fights, which is 6-1. So yeah, through my whole career, I've seen guys like Brad and guys who do it better than Brad, his style. So he might try and say, oh, I haven't seen anyone like him before. I've seen many people like him before. I mean, check my resume.
What has this week been for you so far? I mean, I know it's early on, but are you enjoying, Vegas and the festivities and everything here?
Me, yeah, definitely. This is my first main event, my first fight in Vegas, so it's a lot of boxes to tick for one show. But yeah, I'm not really relishing in it yet. After the fight, I'll bask in the ambience. But right now, I'm just like chilling, getting my works in, cutting weight, relaxing, and yeah, eventually, once my hands raised and I can I look for that moment when it's like, that moment, yeah. And then you just feel it, the energy, and then I can take it all in. But right now, I don't really let this shit faze me, because if I do, then I can get caught slipping. And I never let that happen.
There's a big fight card, obviously, on Saturday. Is any part of you competitive and let's see Steve May and DC top this? What you're gonna do on Friday?
I'm still in the show. I already knew, because I felt like it's a big card, 226. There's a lot of it's stacked, but. After this weekend, they're going to talk about that, but they're like, man, did you see what Styles did this weekend? Also, congrats, by the way. Is that you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks, man.
But, I just feel like I'm going to steal the show this weekend. And it's good for me because I'm low-key. There's a lot of expectations on me, but see what I have in store.
That same sort of thing happened last year with Justin Gaethje. He was the main event of the same card that you're main eventing, but of course last year's version. And that was really coming out party for him.
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
So do you like that as a platform for you to really, launch yourself to the next level?
100%. There's a lot of eyes on this card. It's International Fight Week, 226 as well. So everyone's watching, and mine's on free TV. So I'm just not gonna fight like Gaethje and Michael Johnson did. 100% not. I'll let someone else do that. But for me, definitely still in the show. Brought my ski mask with me.
Israel, you're known, I guess, for dropping the odd C-bomb, and you're on a very big channel on Friday here. Have you been warned against not saying that?
Not yet. I know when, because saying cunt or whatever is like, you're from Australia, right?
I'm from London. Mate.
London, yeah, same thing, good cunt, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a term of endearment, like where we're from, so I can hey, Mitch, I love you, man, you're a good cunt. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a, oh no, I know it's the 4th of July, you guys are like, oh my God, he said the C word. I mean, fuck, make cunt great again. Yeah, man. Besides, we all came from a vagina anyway, so no shade. But I don't really need to like curse or try and do anything to be special. I'm just gonna do what I do, and yeah, I can be clean, but I'll keep it dirty in the ring on the octagon.
How much pressure do you put on yourself as an undefeated fighter going in there and being a part of the main event?
For me, this is when I was kickboxing. I think I went 40-0 before I had my first loss, and it happened through just shitty judging. And then after it happened, I was like, okay, I've lost. Fine, you know, my dog still loves me, my family still loves me, my teammates still have my back, and that was it. I was like, all right, keep it moving. So this whole 13-0 undefeated thing, I don't dwell on it because you guys don't see what happens in the gym. You guys don't see who I train with. You guys don't see the days I get my licks. So yeah, I mean, I know I can smoke these dudes, and I know I can stay clean because I get beaten every day in the gym. Yeah, so I don't really it doesn't faze me the whole. It looks good for the marketing campaign. You're undisputed, undefeated champion, but you guys do your job as the media and the promoters. But I'm just gonna keep fighting and winning.
How much weight do you put on Brad Tavares' skill as like a wrestler, grappler against your style of fighting?
He likes to stand and bang, but that'd be a bad idea against me. So I'm pretty sure this camp, from what they've seen in my last fight, they think, oh, we have a weakness now. Yeah, he's shit on his back or whatever. So they might try and like take me down right off the back. They might try and put me against the cage straight away and get me tired. But yeah, I don't really. It doesn't faze me. Like I said, me personally, I don't worry about these guys. I can listen to my corner wherever they are. Every time since my first fight with Eugene, I can always pinpoint his voice, and it's like he's right beside me and he's just playing the game, telling me what to do, and I get it done. So I'm not trying to like spend my whole camp like watching his tapes and stuff. I've seen some highlights. I've seen his last fight. He was on my last show in Glendale. So yeah, I don't focus on him. I just focus on me and I keep that same energy.
So this is your third UFC fight. It's Brad's
In 6 months.
Yeah, 16th, I believe, and it's his first main event. In your opinion, is he only getting this opportunity to headline a show?
Am I lying? Be honest. Am I lying? Exactly. I mean, if not for me, he wouldn't be here. You know, he's on the red corner because he's ranked higher or whatever. But I don't really rankings are just opinions anyway, so I don't care about them. But he's only here because of me. I might be in the blue corner, but I'm the A side in this.
So were most of your matches in kickboxing 3 threes?
A lot of them were 3-5s, because you know, championship.
Okay, 3-5.
How I do it, yeah, 100%.
So, how's the transition to training for a 25-minute fight?
In my last fight, after the fight was done, I remember talking to Eugene in the corner, just like chilling by the cage, and I said, "Man, I feel fresh. I feel like I can go 2 more rounds." And I felt like the third round was my lull in a way, because he put the pressure on and he got me down and did nothing. But then I honestly felt fresh, and I looked at Eugene and I said, I can do 2 more rounds. And I looked right in the camera and said, 5 rounds any day. And sure enough, I have 5 rounds now. But and that last camp was based on a 3-round fight, my whole camp. So I was ready for a 5-round fight. So now I'm basing my camp on a 5-round fight, but I won't need 5 rounds for this fight.
Like Mike said, Brad's a guy who's been at this for a long time, and for the most part, he's pretty successful. It seems like
So
the only people he loses to are like the Yoel Romeros and the Robert Whitakers. Do you feel like this is the one where you can kind of prove that you're at this level with this kind of fight?
Look at the guys he's lost to. You know, the Romeros, the Whitakers. Those are guys that just fought for a title recently, I think in Chicago. So I feel I'm better than those guys. You know, you guys might have your own opinions. You know, everyone on the say their own shit, but he loses to higher quality competition, and I'm the cream of the crop. So come Friday night, it's another one.
He's a very big middleweight. He probably looks more like a light heavyweight.
I've seen him around. He's not that big.
Does that matter to you though? Like, do you think that's a disadvantage for him if he's walking around heavier?
I got guys like Dalton. I got guys like Stephen Warby in my gym. Guys like Carlos, who are bigger than him, and I've had to wrestle them off me from the back, off the fence, take them down, and strike with them. Even Junior Fa, he's a heavyweight boxer from our gym. Don't take his jabs, honestly. Like, he's a 6'5" Tongan kid, so you know how they are. And he's from Hawaii. It's not my first rumble with some Islanders, you know. I've been in New Zealand. I'm out here. I've been one-outing Islanders for a long time, so this is nothing new to me.
Did you get a chance last week to see Uriah Hall's comments about you?
I ignored all that shit because someone sent me screenshots like a few weeks ago, and I was just like, who is this? He's a clout chaser. He sees me getting some shine, and he's like, oh, I want you. You know, like he's one of these like 6'9" type dudes. He just wants to jump on the bandwagon and say some shit and try and get some clout. But I ignored all that. Post fight, he can get it. And like I said, 226, I'm gonna sit cage side, and he better win this fight. If he does, I'll see him in the. You know when Rampage and Rashad did it, I want to see him. I want him to feel me because he's been around. He just avoided me the whole time. Brad, I seen him. He said sup. I said sup. You know, but Uriah is just. Next question. I don't even care.
You want the winner of that
remember
fight, though, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned, yeah.
He and
There you go.
Paula.
Costa. Costa.
What's it?
Paula.
Paula. Not Paula. My bad.
I'd seen you had some interest in Darren Till as well. What is it about Darren Till that stands
He's
out?
great. He's good at what he does. So, yeah, and that's. I always like to think like Goku would. If Thanos was in Goku's universe, he'd be like, "Here's the last stone. I want to see you at your best and fuck you up." That's how I am. I feel like I want to beat the best guys, and Darren's a guy. I even said it before his last fight. I was like, "You're not going to be a welterweight for long," and he didn't make weight. So that's the second time. I know he's not going to be a welterweight for long, so I want to see that fight one day. It'll be a fun fight, and it'll be a good test for me. I mean, this is mixed martial arts, so I might even hit him with a double leg or something. But yeah, I want to test my stand up against his because everyone keeps seeing it as a super fight. Those who know, and yeah, I already know.
Do you enjoy wrestling?
Yeah,
Or you actually-
bro. Like no one's ever seen. It's been my secret. Like even we have a guy on my team like Brad Riddell. He's a world champion kickboxer. You guys don't know him, or some of you might know him. Beast. He's around. He's been wrestling for so long, but no one knows it. So same thing when he comes in the UFC or when he's been fighting MMA as well. Everyone's gonna try and take him down. So same for me. I've been wrestling for a long time. I've been doing jiu-jitsu since 2010. I've been wrestling probably since 2013. Well, properly since 2015, like consistently. So you guys see my life. You seen I've had now 2 UFC fights. How many takedown attempts? How many were successful? Check the stats. Don't even like sometimes stats lie, numbers can lie, but look at my fighting style. These guys shoot for the hip, and they slip. You know, I pull them. I wear them like a pair of pants when they go for a double leg. You know, they go for a single leg. I hit them with a choke. I can do anything, but you guys just haven't seen anyone keep me in a position where I'm uncomfortable. You know, but I get comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's me. It's even on my alarm. I wake up and says, "Get comfortable with the uncomfortable." On this cold winter mornings in Auckland right now, trust me, your bed is just like your nest. So when I wake up and I get it done, trust me, I get it done.
It's the biggest fight week of the year. It's your first main event in the UFC. What message you can send out to the division?
I'll let everyone know who I am. Like I said last time, I pissed all over the cage. I'm shit on someone's grave, blah, 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 blah. But this time, I really want to show out. And I feel like I'm going to lead less than 3 rounds, 2 rounds. Because he's one of those guys, like even you watch him when he fought Whitaker. The way Whitaker struck him was a little bit clumsy, but it was clean. Because Whitaker sometimes throws himself over his shots, over his center of balance. I'm not like that. I've done that in the past, and I've learned from it. So he's one of these guys, like I'll hit him enough times within the first 30 seconds to a minute, and he'll be like, oh shit, all right, takedowns. And then stop panic shooting and panic striking. And you can see it in them every single time. And if it doesn't happen in the first, I get more comfortable as the fight goes on. So yeah, 2nd or 3rd round. But I just don't see this fight going 5 rounds. 5 rounds is too much. You know, I'm finishing him.
That last fight, if I recall, was a split. Did that annoy you?
What I just told, don't smoke crack when you judge. That's just the thing. I mean, how do you score a fight where I whooped the guy for 2 rounds, and then even when he took me down in the 3rd round, I was like, okay, I have my underhook, I have his leg. You got to posture up and do something. You got to make something happen. You know, that's how you score points in a fight. And 30 seconds later, he was just holding me in. I was like, all right, then cage, and I got up at will when I wanted to. And then you can hear Michael Bisping like, oh, he's like a fish out of water in the ground. I'm like, dude, it's been 30 seconds. I'm not Hoist Gracie in the 90s. I'm just waiting for him to do something so I can get my jiu-jitsu on, you know. But in time, you guys will find out. This is just the tip, and I got more tricks off my sleeve.
You made your debut in February, then you fought again in April. Now you're fighting in early July. Was the plan always to stay this active?
Yeah, like I said, in 2016, I fought close to 25 times all over the world. So this is nothing new to me. I can fight this weekend. If something happens tomorrow on Saturday night, I might be like, yo, first of all, you gotta put the check up and then I'll jump in again. But yeah, I've even fought tournaments back to back. I think I did a heavyweight kickboxing 8-man tournament, And then 4 days later, did a boxing 4-man tournament, you know? This is unheard of. Like, apart from guys like maybe in the East, like in Thailand, they fight every weekend. In the Western world, I was the guy fighting the most, you know? And not being a journeyman, like fighting and losing and getting a check. I'm fighting and whooping guys. So, yeah, I want to fight 5 times this year. After this fight, you know, get some R&R in, and then, yeah, I'll come back again, close the year strong.
Based on your kickboxing record, 5 fights this year is kind of light work for you.
Easy. I do that in 2 months. If I've done that before in probably 2.5 months. Yeah, so that's nothing.
How wary do you have to be about
What was that?
longevity? How wary do you have to be of your career longevity and training and sparring and taking those shots? You know, it all accumulates over time. So how wary do you have to be of that?
I am.
While also keeping such a fast-paced schedule.
It's the smart. This is where wit comes into play. Like I said, you know, would you say Gaethje and Michael Johnson were the ones who fought this time last year, and I said I'm not going to be that guy fighting like that. You know, trust me, I can, and I have before in the gym. I can bang. You know, hey, let me bang, bro. What? Yeah. I'm aware of all these things, and the way I fight, I'm smart about it. I hit and don't get hit. You know, same thing in the gym. You know, and a lot of it is drills. A lot of it is repetition. You do it till you get bored, and then you do it 5 more times, you know, like in sets. So my muscle memory is just, it's ready, and I'm dialed in, you know. So, yeah, in time, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time, you know. And while I'm here for a good time, you guys have a good time as well.
After Stephen Thompson lost to Darren, he said he wanted to make the kick to the knee illegal because he messed up his MCL. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. It's a legit technique, you know. The oblique kick and kick to the knee. I've done to people as well, guys who press forward, you know. Some guys might like to press forward a little bit more than others, and then they hurt themselves. John Jones, Rampage Jackson, that was a good one. I think it's all right. Fuck, I'm kicking people in the head, shutting them off, you know. Arm bars are a thing, heel hooks. And that's a small, for like all the, you know, leg stuff, like the leg lock systems. A lot of it is just like a small margin before it's like, oh shit. And your MCL's gone, your ACL's gone. So you're like, I'm good, I'm gonna tap. So I feel like if you're gonna have those, then yeah. And take away this whole stupid rule with this, because
12-6?
It's so stupid. I feel like, can't we just have like a meeting or like a group chat? Like, hey, everyone take this off. Everyone agree? Yep, cool, done. Like, what's the whole, it's like the whole New York fucking athletic commission thing all over again, so yeah.
What do you think about soccer kicks then? It's like in Asia.
I'm Nigerian, just so you know. I got 2 left feet with soccer. I'm the only one who didn't catch the bug. So the whole World Cup just went right over my head. But yeah, soccer kicks, I like them personally. And I like cradles and then knees to the head. Like, if you want to get gritty, I like that. But I understand, you can't do that because TV, Fox, advertising dollars, all that shit. But yeah, this is fighting, man. Fuck, let's do it. Like, I like soccer kicks. There's a few things I already have for soccer kicks, like setups and how to do stomps, like Shogun style from Pride. I have my own setups for them, but yeah, they probably won't bring it back. But if they do, just for one night, maybe like in honor of Pride, some type of kind of show. Yeah, I mean, who's down for it? Yeah, man. It was cool when they had on EA as well. So EA Sports, bring that back. That was a fun. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, Pride mode. See, yes, we all agree. Bring back Pride mode. That was cool.
Text Dana.
Yeah, I'll hit him after the fight. And everyone's like, oh, put him in the A. Everyone wants to play me. That's the only reason they want to put me in the game, but don't play yourself.